Do you ever get one of those feelings that something big is about to happen in the market? Some big swing is about to happen one way or the other. Well, that's what it feels like with ADA right now. We're actually seeing the charts do something a little different than what we've seen here in recent times. And I want to discuss that with you guys. So first and foremost, ADA has just kind of been consolidating. It's been chopping. It's been going sideways. It kind of is what it is. We broke above 66 yesterday. We came down. We got down below 64. But what we're starting to see is ADA right now is kind of settling into a range that it normally does not settle into. It doesn't like staying here between 64 to 68 cents. We've talked about this a bunch of times. I know you guys are probably bored hearing about it, but we usually tackle this gap pretty quickly. We either end up somewhere in this top box, we end up somewhere in this bottom box, but we do not live in between here. And that's what we're starting to see is with BTC kind of trading sideways right now, ADA is actually kind of sitting in this gap. And it's not really moving right now. Now, what's interesting about this is we're kind of starting to stay away from this bottom box in terms of liquidity, this 58 to 64 cent level. The thing is ADA, I think, isn't liking that range anymore. It isn't comfortable there anymore, right? Prices are moving in the market. People have wanted price to move up. And the thing is eventually the sellers start to run out. The sellers start to get tired. And it's feeling like that's starting to be where we're at in terms of ADA. The people that have been like, oh, I'm done, we're not moving fast enough. It seems like a lot of those people have dumped their bags, they've moved on. And now we have people that are either entering ADA for the first time or people that have this long-term mindset. That's where just kind of my gauge of sentiment, gauge of the ecosystem, it really feels like that's where we're at. Now, what's kind of interesting is last time we had a period like this was right when we did our massive run up. ADA started moving. It seemed like BTC had essentially gotten sideways. We weren't making much headway. We basically stalled out. What was it? Right about December 5th, I think it was. And then you guys can see what ADA continued to do after December 5th. It went on this explosive move to the upside. People buying, FOMO setting in. That's what it almost feels like ADA is gearing up for here. Now, this is not financial advice. This is not a guarantee. This is just my feeling, and having been here for a while, it seems like that's what ADA's wanted to do. It seems like it wants to move up. Again, us starting to distance ourselves from this bottom range of liquidity is kind of a big deal. Us trying to set up further into our 5-wave here seems like that's where we're trying to be pushed right now. Now, the question is are we going to get hit with some of the same bad luck we've been hit with time and time again? You know, trying to break out, hitting some of these new highs, experiencing a drop in the market like we saw back here, right? And then going up again, trying to test this again, hitting a new cycle high, getting a retracement in terms of BTC. That's the big question. Remember, we have this bad history of every time we try to make our breakout and our run, BTC tends to correct. It almost seems like we try to make our push at the wrong time. So the question is now, is this going to be a push at the wrong time, or will this be a preemptive move? Are we going to make this move to the upside and then also have the catalyst of BTC starting to gain a little ground and push us further? All right. Again, BTC chopping, getting kind of trapped in 2 levels of liquidity. It's just a question of whether retail has enough in the tank to push us out of that range this weekend. All right. That's the question I have. I frankly don't know, guys. Okay. I've usually been pretty good at gauging that, but it just keeps piling in on top of and below. We have long and short leverage right above and below. The market can swing one way or the other. So hopefully we get the direction to the upside. Hopefully ADA can break out of here, get up into that next box of liquidity, try to take some stabs at the upside and start to, again, I guess, catch up to some of the other coins in the market. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts here. Let me know where you think we're going to be heading. But have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.